All right, let's just cut right to it. Every single day, you make a choice. And no, it's not some grand, life-altering decision. It's this quiet, internal battle between what feels good right now and what actually builds the person you're supposed to become. We're talking about discipline over comfort. And believe me, that choice, it defines everything.
Come on, be honest with yourself for a second. That thing, you know what I'm talking about, that project, that workout, that conversation. Why aren't you doing it? You know it's what you need. So what's really stopping you? What's that little voice in your head that keeps whispering, later? And let's be perfectly clear. This has nothing to do with motivation. Motivation is a feeling. It's a fleeting chemical high. And frankly, it's a trap. Discipline? That's a choice. It's a decision you make in the moment, every single moment. It's not something you're born with. It's a skill you've been refusing to practice. This is a fundamental trade-off, right here. Comfort feels good now, but it keeps you trapped in the exact same place, slowly sinking. Discipline, on the other hand, is the hard path. It feels like work because it is work, but every single difficult step you take is another brick you're laying for the future you claim you want. One path leads to stagnation. The other leads to growth. You're the one choosing every single day. So why is that easy path so damn tempting? Well, it's because you're fighting your own biology. Your brain isn't designed to make you great. It's designed to keep you safe and to conserve energy. And what's the safest, most efficient path? It's always comfort. It's a biological trap. Let's break down exactly how it works. You know, we have dopamine all wrong. We call it the pleasure molecule, but that's a lie. Neuroscientist Andrew Huberman explains that dopamine is really about craving and pursuit. It's the engine that drives you to seek, not the reward you get at the end. And what does your brain want to seek? You guessed it, the easiest, fastest, most guaranteed hit of satisfaction it can possibly find. This right here, this is the hamster wheel you're probably running on. Your brain craves an easy win, so you scroll your phone instead of doing the work. You get that cheap, instant hit of dopamine. And that choice? It carves a deeper groove in your brain, making comfort the default path. You're not actually moving forward, you're just spinning your wheels, reinforcing the habit of staying exactly where you are. So how in the world do you break a cycle that's literally hardwired into your brain? Huberman's insight here is absolutely critical. You can't think your way out of this trap. Trying to rationalize with the part of your brain that craves comfort is totally useless. The escape route isn't through your mind, it's through your body. You have to physically move. You have to act. Okay, so now that we get the internal battle, let's look at the external environment. Researcher Bill Ekstrom created this powerful map for this whole process. It's called the growth rings. And it shows you exactly where you are and, more importantly, where you need to be if you're actually serious about making any progress. This quote, this is the core of everything. We've been taught to see comfort as the prize, as a safe space, but Ekstrom just exposes it for what it truly is, the most dangerous place for anyone who has any ambition. Growth doesn't happen in safety. It happens in the friction, in the resistance. It only ever happens in discomfort. So the first ring is what he calls order. This is your comfort zone, your predictable routine, and yeah, it feels safe, but honestly, it's a cage. When you're in the order ring, your brain just shifts into low-power mode. It's coasting. And when you're coasting, you're not growing. You're flatlining. To break out, you have to force yourself to step into the complexity ring. This is where things get messy, unpredictable, uncomfortable. But here's the crucial shift in mindset. That feeling of discomfort, that's not a warning sign telling you to retreat. It's the signal that you are finally in the right place. It's the only place growth can actually happen. This is what choosing complexity looks like in the real world. Greatness isn't built for an audience. It's forged in those quiet, miserable moments. The early mornings when you're exhausted, the repetitive tasks that feel completely meaningless. It's all about showing up when nothing feels good and nobody is watching. That, right there, is the price of growth. Okay, so we know the trap, we know the science, and we have the map. But how do you actually build the strength to choose the hard path? Let's get practical. Let's talk about how to train discipline like it's a muscle. First things first, stop telling yourself you're not a disciplined person. It is not a personality trait, it's a skill. And you've got to think of it like a video game. Maybe you're starting at level 0. That's fine. The only way to level up is to gain experience points. And you gain XP by deliberately facing resistance.
So how do you gain this XP? It's brutally simple. 1. Find the smallest possible task you're avoiding. I mean, tiny. Making the bed, sending that one email. 2. Feel the resistance. That, I'll do it later feeling. That is the moment of choice. That is the enemy on the screen. And 3. Do it anyway. Just push through. That single action is 1 rep. It's 1 point of XP. That's how you level up.
This is it. This is the entire philosophy in one sentence. Every single time you push through that resistance, you are making an investment. You are trading cheap, temporary comfort now for real, earned progress later. It's not about punishing yourself. It's about paying the price today for the future you want tomorrow. So in the end, it really all just boils down to this. The choice is simple. Pain now or pain later. You can choose the sharp, temporary discomfort of discipline today, or you can choose the dull, chronic, and much more agonizing pain of regret tomorrow. There is no third option, and you make that choice in every single moment. So let's end right where we started. Be honest. What is the one comfort you keep choosing that is keeping you stuck? Name it, acknowledge it, because you can't defeat an enemy you refuse to see. And the next time it shows up, you'll have a choice to make.